Trick or treat, almost Halloween. You know there's gonna be some tricks out there in these streets trying to get a kick out of people, trying to get a rise out of people, just being ugly for no reason. You've seen the title of this video. Before we get into it, welcome back to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I'm so glad you're here. I hope you stick around and subscribe. Y'all, I am sitting here just in tears, and I'm not even playing. I cried because I was so happy to hear and see Christine being happy. Finally, finally. This is a middle-aged woman. She deserves all the love, happiness, and affection. But lo and behold, you're going to have some people out there trying to pick it apart. Ain't nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. But hey, who am I to sit here and judge somebody's relationship, somebody's happiness, somebody's love story? I'm just living my own and loving my own little love story over here. Anyway, I just want to make it crystal clear that I am super, super duper happy for Christine and David. I really am. And I am loving watching their journey unfold. Let me tell you something. All the sweetness, all the sweet talk, all the openness, them talking about their feelings, him included, relatable. Relatable. If you didn't know, there are relationships out there. There are couples out there who act like this. Myself and my husband do. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful feeling. I hope everybody on the face of this earth gets a chance to feel that love. It's beautiful. Wait a minute now. TV shows Ace reported Sister Wives fans see Christine Brown's husband David's red flags. We not doing this. This is what we've talked about so many times, that so many people will pick people apart in every situation apart and try to find something negative, try to find something wrong. That's not good. That's not a good way to look at things. It's really not. Just my thoughts and opinions, but apparently we all have different thoughts and opinions. Sister Wives is exploring the early days of Christine Brown Woolley and her current husband David Woolley's relationship beginnings. Some people don't buy that Christine's depiction of her glittery new relationship is what it seems. Furthermore, fans pick up on some red flags with Christine and David during those early interviews. Although Christine Brown Woolley and David Woolley have already paraded their beautiful wedding at the end of season 18, Sister Wives fans are getting the backstory in season 19. Undoubtedly, the fast pace of Christine and David was jarring to several of her children, and most likely his as well. Likewise, Tony Patrone thinks Christine has a type. When he compares David and Cody Brown, undeniably, Christine is gushing with excitement to introduce her soulmate, David. And she isn't seeing any red flags, but fans spot plenty while they are watching the beginning of their budding relationship. Some people think Christine Brown Woolley is wearing rose-colored glasses that are blinding her from possible pitfalls in her relationship on Reddit, the cesspool of social media. Sister Wives fans pick up on the red flags with Christine and her husband David. First, a user says, David, red flag. They add, David seems nice and all, but the way they met and how fast everything moved is just a massive red flag to me. To them. Well, good thing you ain't the one sleeping with him at night, huh? Can I get an amen? David admits he knew who Christine was and had even watched the show before. We've also had the admission from David's daughter that she mentioned to him about Christine leaving Cody and that they'd be good together. Then by accident, they match online. Then after a week, David is confessing his love to Christine and calling her his unicorn. Sorry, but it feels very contrived to me. Again, good thing you ain't the one sleeping with him at night, huh? Someone adds, a dude telling me he loves me after a week would be the biggest red flag for me. My thoughts and opinions, that person needs to be told somebody loves them because they probably ain't told. Another user brings up a sensitive topic about David's first wife, saying red flags on both sides. Christine coming from a plural marriage with the last 10 plus years being on TV and an acronymous split David jumping into a relationship with a reality TV star and filming the early stages of his relationship, knowing his wife. That is horrible. Both of them being in their 50s within weeks of knowing each other. Okay, well, I'm not even going to finish reading that because that person obviously is hateful and vile and evil. Why would you bring up how a person passed away and then put graphic, violent details in your description when you're talking about people you don't even know on TV? How disgusting is that? But you know how some people are. They'll get on the internet and they'll just say whatever behind these weird accounts that probably ain't even their own. Hell, the name probably ain't even their own. You get what I'm saying? That's why I call Reddit a cesspool. But let me keep going because I won't get any views if I continue to down Reddit. It is what it is. That's how my cookie crumbles, apparently. But just know I'm going to talk more about this on my Patreon, which is linked in the description of every video. Some people think that the expedited timeline is to cover up Christine Brown Woolley and David Woolley's dating relationship going on sooner than they announced. One fan suggests that the timeline is skewed. There's been speculation about Christine and David started dating much earlier than what they're publicly saying. If that's true, then they have to play up how certain they were early on just to justify why they moved on so quickly in order to be consistent with the modified timeline. I think these people are just picking. They bored. About them being in their 50s, I think the older you get generally, the more you know yourself and the more you know what you want. Relationships move faster for older people than they do when they're young. I mean, not let's get engaged after 3 months fast usually, but certainly not let's date for 5 years first, like in your 20s. I'm very disappointed in this article. And I'm usually, entertained by a lot of these articles. This one, not impressed. However, other people discuss that they have been in relationships that started fast and lasted a long time. Not everyone is skeptical of Christine and David's beginnings. Well, good. I'm glad we're reading this. Another person defends, I don't find the timeline of their relationship is fishy at all. I met, dated, engaged, and married my husband in 7 months. I was single for 2 years. He just got out of a long-term relationship 1 month before we met. It's been 28 years already. I believe when she said something like, when you know, he was the one, and vice versa with David. She's my unicorn. I'm in my late 30s now, but my husband and I started living together about a month after we met. We celebrate 15 years of marriage January, 17 years together, but everyone is different. Some people think Christine Brown Woolley and David Woolley already have family running in the same circles. In many ways, Christine was happy that David was well aware of polygamy, so she didn't have to explain as much about her tricky plural past. I mean, I think understanding in a relationship goes a long way. Just want to throw that out there. Of course he knew who she was. He's a Woolley and she's an Allred. The AUB was founded by his family and then led by hers. He stayed in Salt Lake, so it's likely in frequent contact with a lot of members and former members. It's not surprising at all that they'd match base on any of their similarities. Another viewer says David is not related, or at least directly, to the Woolleys of the AUB. His father converted to mainstream LDS from some other flavor of Christianity. The only person she was ever going to match with was someone already in the community. No other dude's going to understand why she did polygamy or her background. And those communities tend to move fast with marriage and dating. Although some Sister Wives viewers think David Woolley has red flags, Christine Brown Woolley's family mostly flagged the fast pace they were going to get down the aisle. But some fans admit that anyone was a step up from Christine's marriage to Cody. Likewise, David even admitted that Christine was aggressive and desperate for some affection after being deprived from Cody. Those of us not born, raised, married into the weird worlds of the AUB, polygamy, and reality TV are going to spot a lot of red flags that Christine would miss entirely. David could sprout horns and breathe fire, and viewers would say, whoa, red flags. But Christine would probably go, still better than Cody. Well, is that not facts? The bar was set so low by Christine's ex that anyone Christine chose as a partner would be an improvement. Now, I do agree with that. Absolutely. But I think that David is really good for Christine, and it's been obvious. I mean, we've seen her thrive. We've seen her nothing but happy. Her kids seem happy. they're all in a good place. So I don't see nothing wrong with it, and I damn sure don't see sitting here trying to pick it apart and find something wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Can I get an amen? Don't forget, I got a lot more on the way. Also, brand new episode of Sister Wives airs this Sunday exclusively on TLC at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be sure you set your DVRs and mark your calendars. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you're new here and have not subscribed, I hope you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell located beside subscribe. Make sure it's highlighted to all. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload. I love you for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video or in the comments below.